Hello! Ahoy there, I am dressed like a sailor today.
The reason for this was because at college was History Day. The first part of today was about the Ford company in Dagenham, and what that was about was the women who worked at that Ford garage and the men had different jobs and weren't being paid the same amount. I think the men were being paid £100 and the women were paid 86 or 88, which wasn't fair. And to be honest, I hate sexism, it really upsets me. The women were sewing the material together for the car seats and the men were more on the mechanical side. I think they were building the structure of the car and installing the engine and whatnot. Should men and women have the same jobs? Like the women do the sewing and the men do the technical, mechanical things? You know what? No. The second part was making a Kentish cake, which was just a fruit cake that dates back to the Middle Ages, Tudor times, somewhere around there. And I'm not a big fan of fruitcake, but I did have a piece of this pie that in the 1800s people had for Lent. It had currants and nutmeg in. It was just so yummy, I had 2 bits. The third part was about the London riots, not the London riots that we know about today, where people used flamethrowers, broke into shops, did arsons and graffitied walls and the police were involved and everyone lost their homes. No, that was 2011, but this London riot was in 1956, where Teddy boys were not happy about immigration from the Caribbean. And when the Teddy boys found out about the immigrants from the Caribbean, they started a big riot in London. What we had to do was a tile to go on our wall about that particular London riot. We did flags of the countries in the Caribbean. We did letters that spell out the word carnival, and some of us did the Metropolitan Police logo and weapons. And I did a tile that had a gun and an axe on it with blood on it. I know it's a bit gory, but it's not too graphic, I can assure you. This is the tile I designed today. Please like and subscribe if you like it, thank you. The fourth workshop was about the Roman invasion in Britain, and I learned that France was called Gaul, strangely. The best part of that was dressing up as a Roman person in something called a toga. Here is a picture of me if you want to see. The fifth workshop was about the Battle of Hastings, which took place in 1066. I know that William the Conqueror was involved, but he wasn't a conqueror just yet. He was known as William Duke of Normandy of France. And now I know that 2 other guys called Harold were involved, but I forgot what their surnames are. One was English and the other was Norwegian? Norwegian, seriously. The 6th workshop was about King Henry VIII the Tudors and his 6 wives. Henry VIII's 6 wives were Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Catherine Howard, Anne of Cleves and Catherine Parr. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. There you go. I've switched my lights on! Yay! The very last part of today was all about the Blitz in World War II. You may or may not know that World War II started in 1939 and finished in 1945. Now during the Blitz, which was all of the air raids and the bombings of Britain, and lots and lots of buildings were bombed. Some people, well, loads of people were killed, actually, which is quite shocking, but that's the Blitz for you. Let's say the year is 1943, and normally what some people would do in World War II before they went to bed was listen to the radio, and I'm sure that those who were listening to the radio and the radio presenter says their town is going to be bombed tonight, then anxiety will kick off and they wouldn't sleep that night. because they know that the worst is going to happen. And then at about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that, they would hear a siren telling them to get into their shelter immediately without delay. And it would sound something a bit like this. Wow, that is really scary. It gives me the chills. Oh, my heart is racing. I better stop right now. But the positive thing is, the whole town was being blown up by German bombs, listening to the sirens and the bombs being dropped, the explosions and the planes flying over you. Other than that, it didn't matter what shelter you were in. I'm sure that you could have a biscuit and a cup of tea. Party on. Time for a tea party! Sorry, Dazblack, for taking your saying. It's just I want to calm my viewers down for hearing something so frightening. So that's it for today, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's blog. I'll try and upload videos whenever I can because I'm such a busy girl that I never get time for anything. I've got college on and stuff like that. And yeah, catch you later. Please like and subscribe and comment if you really wish. And to the Navy, I salute you.